Islam on Christ. Hey, you too hot, brother? Okay. You just come to class now or you standing there? Okay, what's on Christ? Everything good with you? You sure you straight? Okay. What's on Christ, brother? What's on Christ? We'll see you tomorrow. Okay, what's on Christ? Let's see. Sure. Yeah, I was all gonna stand down too. It's me and you, brother. Wow. Yeah, real good. Coach. All right.
What you gonna do? That here?
Nah, I think y'all might be good tomorrow.
Come.
All right, we live, clap it up. It's I.S.U.P.K, man, Tuesday night Brotherhood class. I'm gonna get my Christian blockers. Prison officer 50 mile, y'all holding it down for prison officer, y'all. Mark can't be with us due to slavery. You understand? The oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You know what I mean? Like always, man, like y'all know, man, how we do it every week. You know what I'm saying? All week, every day, man. Teaching this truth according to the Bible, right? So we're going to open it up. We're going to open it up with Zephaniah 2:1. As Ottawa would love for me to have done, that's what he would have did if he was here. You know what I mean? So we're just going to keep it in tradition, man. You understand? Just going to keep it. Okay, most of the credit. We're going to keep it in tradition, man. We're going to open up Zephaniah 2:1. This is the I.S.U.P.K Tuesday night Brotherhood class, right? We're going to break it down for you. If you could, Bible Kashai, right from the top. You got it?
Come. The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, and verse 1. Gather yourselves together.
Do what?
Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together. O nation not desired.
You understand? O nation not desired, man. You understand? The scriptures, this is an order. This is an order from the Most High for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians to gather together. You understand? To gather together. Why? Because no one else on this planet gives a damn about it.
That's right.
No one cares about Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. No one cares about the Hispanics on the borders. No one cares about you understand what I'm saying, the Native American Indians on these reservations drinking themselves to death.
Right.
You understand? In poverty. No one cares about Trayvon Martin.
That's right.
No one cares about Chandra Bland. No one cares about Eric Garner.
That's right.
No one cares about, what's his name? Philando Castillo. You understand what I'm saying? No one cares about so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, but the Most High.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? And according to this Bible, he has given us an order to do what, brother? If you could read from the top.
Come. The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together.
Gather yourselves together, man. Not gather yourself together with everybody. You understand? Or with these other nations. The scriptures say gather yourselves together. You know what I mean? Why? Because we the only ones that need to get our shit together.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? Everyone else is established.
That's right.
Everyone else have their, you know what I'm saying? Shalom, brother. Y'all about what's going on, Shabbat, right? Everyone else has their history, man. Knowledge of self. You understand what I'm saying? Everyone else has their constitution.
That's right.
You understand? Every nation of people, they can tell you where they're from, right? They can tell you their history.
That's right.
You understand? So they can tell you, you know what I'm saying, where their fathers from, when they came here. What you got, brother?
So, like, if I may, you know what I'm saying, what you're bringing out is happy because I was talking about it in class yesterday. This scripture, you already know, you got to know who it's talking about because, like you said, everyone else already established. Does anybody have to tell the Chinese to gather together?
Right.
Does anybody have to tell the Russians to gather together?
Right.
Or any of these other nations, the Japanese? No, they're already together. They can even go to another country. They can go to, you know what I'm saying, the ghettos of New York, go to the ghettos of North Carolina, wherever, and still have their own infrastructure.
Exactly.
And survive because they're already together.
Yeah, right. And they know who the hell they are.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? They know who they are, and they know what they doing here, man.
Right.
You understand? When a so-called Chinese man come over here, he don't come over here to love everybody.
Right.
He come over here for business, man.
That's right.
He come over here to make his money, get himself established in this place, dig in real good, and take care of his people.
That's right.
So-called African man does the same thing.
That's
Arab
right.
man does the same thing.
Right.
That's why they're able to have their businesses and be established in this place.
That's right.
Because they know how to gather together. You understand what I'm saying? But the so-called black man, so-called Hispanic man, Native American Indian man, we the only people on this earth, you understand what I'm saying, that want everything, want to be a part of everything, but don't know how to come together as a collective whole to to get it. You understand what I'm saying? We don't know how to use what we have. And Shalom, Yahweh Shalom, Thaba Shalom, Shai. You understand what I'm saying? We don't know how to use what we have, man. Our knowledge and our understanding and our culture and our heritage, use it to our advantage. That's right. Because we don't know it. You understand what I'm saying? But since 1969, man, we in the I.S.U.P.K have been doing what? Can you read from the top, brother?
Come. Gather yourselves together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Gather together. O nation not desired.
Since 1969, Commander General Yohana, well, he came a little bit later on, of course, right? But the I.S.U.P.K has been gathering together Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man.
That's right.
You understand? The people that's not desired on this earth, man, and reestablishing ourselves. You understand? Working against over 500 years of, you know what I mean, from a head start that the so-called oppressor has against us. Teaching our people the truth according to the Bible, teaching us our true heritage, who we are, where we come from. You know what I mean? And it's all found in the so-called Bible, man.
That's right.
It's all found in the Bible. You understand? Hey, Slugger, brother, if you could, Baba Kashab, you could drop that.
Sure.
Let me get 1 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 1.
Sure.
Right? Understand this, man. Understand that we cannot be established as a nation of people. You understand? We cannot get out of this condition that we're in if we don't have brotherhood.
That's right.
There's no possible way.
Right.
There's no possible way for us to, you understand what I'm saying, have our own landmass, you understand, have our own anything without brotherhood.
Right.
Without structure, without laws, without statutes, without commandments. You understand what I'm saying? There's no possible way.
Right.
You can't have an army and hate the brother that's warring right beside you.
That's right.
We'll never win.
Right.
We'll never win a battle. You understand what I'm saying? You can't understand and want to make a business, but then hate your brother.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not gonna go anywhere, right?
Right.
Like, understand that brotherhood is essential and imperative, and it's just the highest. It is of high importance, man.
Right.
And it is what the Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian community lacks.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You look to and fro throughout the earth, you see that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians do not have brotherhood for each other.
Right.
Do not have sisterhood for each other, because brotherhood is synonymous with sisterhood.
That's right.
You understand? Like, our sisters also don't know how to love each other. Our sisters hate each other, man.
Right.
They hate each other. It's crazy, man. It's never a day I can't, you know what I'm saying, get on Facebook, get on any social media platform and not have to see a sister trying to pull another sister hair out, trying to beat her to death. You know what I'm saying? Expose her from whatever she's doing in her personal life. Exploit her weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? Be proud that, even though, of course, according to the Bible, we all know that a man can have multiple wives. Right. But a woman in the world will be proud to announce that, oh, I slept with your man, and you know what I'm saying? For each other. That's right. You understand? And it's just ridiculous, man. But according to we're going to teach you tonight that you cannot love God and hate your brother.
That's right.
You can't. Right?
Right.
We're going to get into it, bro. You could read it from the top.
Come. The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 13 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Though I speak with the tongues of men.
Though I speak with the tongues of men, right? Though I can speak Chinese, I can speak Japanese, English, Spanish, not me myself, of course. I speak a little Spanish, that's about it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Though I can speak Korean, right? The tongues of men, these man-made languages, man. You understand what I'm saying? Read on. And of angels, right? And of angels, that holy tongue. That's right. You understand? The Lashawan Kodash in the Hebrew. You know what I mean? Though I can say, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shina B'Shabrakatah. You know what I mean? Though I can say that. Though I can say, hola, como estás? Right. You know what I mean? Speaking, what does charity mean? What is the definition of charity? Right? According to the Bible. What's the definition of charity? Right? Because we're gonna break it down. Come on, brother, if you could.
Salaki, sir. Is charity not? Isn't that like, when you give to the poor? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Give you donate to a charity. You know what I mean? So it's like when you give to the poor and stuff.
Right. You donate to a charity, and that organization gives what you give them to the poor, right, to the less fortunate. Right. You know what I'm saying? To the ones that can't maintain, you understand what I'm saying, or get it for themselves. Don't have the means to do it. You know what I mean? They don't have a job or maybe a house. So you donate clothes to a charity. We see them green, what's the little boxes? They got the yellow boxes, you know what I'm saying, containers all over the place. You can put the clothes in there. They got the picture on it, like a little circle, everybody holding hands, kumbaya. You understand? Who knows where them clothes actually go? Right. I mean, I don't know. Right. I just know that's where they want us to put it in. Right. That's what all we know, right? But according to, from what we've learned in this world, right, this age of society, charity is donating and giving to the less fortunate, right? Giving something that you have to someone that doesn't have, right? But we gonna get out of the Zondervan Bible Compact Dictionary, right? You know what I'm saying? And the Zondervan is an excellent tool, you know what I'm saying, that you will need when it comes to wanting to have the real understanding of the definition of words, man. You understand? It's a dictionary for a reason, because it's going through all the scrutiny, you know what I'm saying, and all the possible, it's going through the fire, basically. Right. I mean, a dictionary is not a dictionary and you can't follow it. There's no dictionary out here that you can be like, oh, this is not verified, right? This is verified by the so-called oppressor. Right. You understand what I'm saying? It's a tool that can be used to break down these scriptures, man, right? So, brother, if you could, with the definition of that, okay.
This is the entry for charity in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Mm-hmm. Charity in the Bible never means giving to the poor.
Whoa, say that one more time.
Charity in the Bible never means giving to the poor.
That's a whole cut right there.
That's right.
That means your whole entire life. You know what I'm saying? Even if you didn't know the definition, you just use it in context. Right? That's how most black people use words anyway. Right. We don't know the exact definition. We just use it in context. You know what I'm saying? We know if I say, hey, I'm about to go give my clothes to this charity group. Mm-hmm. You may not know the definition of charity, but you know it means that it's going to be given to the less fortunate. Right. Well, just know your entire life, you've never known what charity really means.
That's right.
You've never known. Why? Because the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary is telling you what, brother? You can read from the top?
Yeah. Charity in the Bible never means giving to the poor.
And it specifies. And why is that so important? It says charity in the Bible never means giving to the poor. Why? Because that's what people in this world think.
That's right.
People in this world think that charity means giving to the less fortunate. Right. That's why it leads off with saying it never meant that.
Right.
Because before it was put into the dictionary, that was the definition of the word. Give it to the less fortunate, right? Let's find out what the real definition of charity is, right? Yeah.
Charity in the Bible never means giving to the poor.
Right.
But always a God-inspired love.
But always a what?
God-inspired love.
Good night. Good night. Read on.
Which includes respect for and concern.
And what?
And concern for the welfare of the loved one.
Of the what?
Of the loved one.
Good night. That's it on that?
It just says you can find the first.
That's heavy. That's heavy, man. And that's very heavy, right? Because the scripture said that it said the love, the spiritual love, right? You understand? Because we all know love is in the Bible.
That's right.
But what is love?
That's right.
We just found out what charity is. You understand? So let's find out what love is according to the Bible. Brother, you get what I want. You know what I want. You know what I mean? Because we got to break it down, man. Because understand this, man. If you are a black man, Hispanic man, Native American Indian man, or woman, understand that you have been lied to your entire life in this society.
That's right.
This so-called oppressor, man, has taught us a bunch of garbage. And he's proliferated it throughout the entire earth using our so-called Christian pastors, man. The man that we look at as being our Lord and Savior. Look at as being our shepherd. Look at it as being our father, man. Look at it as being our connection to the Most High or the Most High. Because some of y'all look at y'all pastor like he's God.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? Well, just know that according to the Bible, he is a liar, for one.
That's right.
And he has never, ever, or will never, ever teach you the truth.
That's right.
But here in the I.S.U.P.K, we will.
Bro.
We will. You understand what I'm saying? We'll take the time out to teach our brothers and sisters the truth according to the Bible. Why? Because we have charity in here.
That's right.
We have real brotherhood and love, you understand what I'm saying, for our brothers and our sisters in this world.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? Which is more important than ever giving somebody a t-shirt.
That's right.
Giving somebody some food. You understand what I'm saying? Me teaching you the truth according to this Bible. The scriptures refers to this as an everlasting fountain.
That's right.
You know what I mean? What you got, brother?
Salaki, if I may. Every drug dealer in the 80s was passing out turkeys and clothes and sneakers in the ghettos across America to every homeless person right around this time. Right around this time, Nino Brown was passing out turkeys.
And why? Because that makes their conscience settled.
Right.
You know what I mean? That makes them okay. Like, yeah, I make millions and millions and millions of billions of dollars, but I donated $1,000 to the poor.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that makes them feel good because deep down inside, if you're an Israelite, like this has always been your inward parts. You're an Israelite. You understand what I'm saying? Their conscience naturally just eats them up.
Right.
For what they have to do to, you know what I'm saying, sustain that position in this society.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because they have, in order to, it's a certain point in Esau's world, right? Where in order to go any higher than that point, you are going to have to rape, rob, and murder blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
That's right.
That's just how it is, man. That's just the reality of it. You understand what I'm saying? You can go to school, you can do what you want to do, right? But at a certain point, you want to be high in this society. You want to be well known throughout this earth, right? You want people to respect you and envy you and look at you like you're a god. Well, in order to obtain that position, you're going to have to rape and rob blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
That's right.
How can I say that? Look at Kanye West now.
That's right.
Look at Kanye West. We all used to listen. Listen, every nigga used to listen to Kanye West.
That's right.
Every nigga used to listen to him. Why? Because the nigga had bars, right? When you used to listen to his music before, it had meaning, it had value to it. You could feel the hunger. You could feel the anger. You could feel the frustration in that brother, right? Because we all, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we have a different level of understanding for each other that these other nations will never understand.
That's right.
Because we suffer and we are in the same condition.
That's right.
You know what I mean? It's like I would never expect Trump to understand how a black man feels in this world.
Right.
I would never expect him to have sympathy nor empathy for me because he doesn't live the life of a black man. You know what I mean? But Kanye West used to live the life of a black man.
Right.
He used to. He used to have compassion for his people. He used to love his people.
That's right.
At a certain point in time. Now, I mean, come on, man. Need I say more? We see what this brother is doing. He done flat out turned to a pastor now. He is a whole pastor, man. He is you see, like, where's the rehabilitation? It's like, where's the training? Like, where it's like, you mean to tell me all you gotta do is just start making gospel music? All you gotta do is say some motivational things, and it's like now black people will follow you to the ends of the earth.
That's right. Because
he says things that make me feel good, and they have to be true. This is how simple black people are. What he says has to be true. Why? Because look at how much money he has. Look at the life that he lives. You know what I'm saying? That's his code. That's his moral compass. Everything he's telling me, that's how he's able to get to the position that he's in.
Good.
But really, for him to get there, man, he had to not love you.
Right.
He had to hate you.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? So we're going to find out what real love is according to the Bible.
That's right. The book of 1 John, chapter 5 and verse 3. For this is the love of God.
This is why I love the scriptures, man. Because it's like, this is just black and white. Ain't no gray area. Like a Christian can't like shake around this one.
Right.
That's like Deontay Wilder been in that ring with Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? This is the one-handed quitter right here.
Right.
You can't dodge this punch.
Right.
You understand? You just can't. You know what I mean? Read it from the top. Why would you shut?
Come. The book of 1 John, chapter 5 and verse 3. For this is the love of God.
For this is the love of God, right? Because our entire lives, we thought that love is what? The definition of love, I believe, is what? An intense feeling of deep affection for a person or for something. You know what I mean? That emotional feeling you get, right? The feeling you get when I'm saying when you lose a loved one, right? Or you lose someone you care about, or someone is going to leave, or just it's just an emotion.
Right.
It's an emotional feeling.
Right.
That's what we've been taught it is in this world. But according to the Bible, it's very specific about what love is.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So read it from the top.
The book of 1 John, chapter 5, and verse 3. For this is the love of God.
For this is the love of God. You understand? If you never knew what the love of God was, it's time to tune in. You're going to learn today. If you never knew, after this class, you can never say, you know what I'm saying, you ain't never heard. You can't go back, right, to them believing that love is whatever you thought it was before. Because we all say we love God. We all say we follow the Bible. So the Bible's about to tell us what love is, right? Read on.
That we keep his commandments.
That we do what?
Keep his commandments.
Read on.
And his commandments are not grievous.
Right, so according to the Bible, love is keeping God's commandments.
That's right.
It ain't even hard. It ain't even far-fetched. You understand what I'm saying? According to the Bible, love is doing what the hell the Most High tells you to do. That's what love is according to the Bible, right? If you could go back to 1 Corinthians for me.
Sure.
You understand what I'm saying? That's what love, you already there. That's what love is according to the Bible, man. You understand what I'm saying? Not an intense feeling of deep perfection. It's, you understand what I'm saying? The person that's above you, the authority figure above you, the righteous authority figure, right? Not your slave master, of course. Right. You know what I'm saying? But a black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian who is above you, right, gives you an order to do anything that doesn't require you to sin against the Lord, and you do that, that's love.
That's right.
That's what love is according to the Bible, right? This is how the Most High knows that we love him by us doing what the hell he tells us to do.
That's right.
And according to Zephaniah 2:1, what did he say? He said for us to gather together.
Right.
O nation not desired, right? So in order for us to gather together, we're going to have to be what? In some type of organization. That's right. You understand what I'm saying? In the society that we live in, we're going to have to be in an organization. The organization is going to have a name. And the name of it is the I.S.U.P.K.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? The I.S.U.P.K. is the only organization that gives a damn about Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians.
Right.
The I.S.U.P.K. is the only organization that's following the laws of the Bible, proving that we love not only the Most High, but also Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man. You understand what I'm saying? Could you read on, brother, 1 Corinthians from Brother Show?
Sure. The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 13, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Though I speak with the tongues of men.
Though I speak with the tongues of men. You understand what I'm saying? And still I love Christ out of one. Y'all about to know what's going on. Right? Though I speak with the tongues of men, man. You speaking them languages. You understand? Read on.
And of angels.
And of angels, man. You speak that Lashawan Kodash. You understand? Which is a beautiful language to speak. You understand? They want to call the Lashawan Kodash a barbaric language. You understand? When it is the best language on this earth.
That's right.
So much so that it is the language that everyone spoke at one point in time. You understand what I'm saying? Like they want to call the Lashawan Kodash a barbaric language when English is so stupid.
That's right.
It's so stupid. Like out of all languages, if I'm not mistaken, I believe English is the hardest to learn. It's one of the hardest to learn. Why? Because there's so many consonants and vowels, and it's just, you got 5, 10, 20 words that mean the same damn thing.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? It's stupid, man.
Right.
It's stupid. I got brothers and sisters in here who went to school in English, and they will tell you it is stupid. Right? It's more complicated than what it needs to be. It makes no sense. Why? Because to black people, man, you know us, we like to break everything down, man. Black people, we like it to be as simple as it can be. You know what I mean? As simple as it can be. And we like to talk about it on the level that we understand it. Well, that's how Hebrew is. Instead of having 20 words that mean the same thing, you have one word that means 5 or 6 different things. That's right. In the context of what you're talking about. That's right. You understand what I'm saying? Which makes more sense. That's right. It makes more sense, right? Why have to, we can go on and on about that, right? We're going to get over the scripture, though. Sure. Right?
And have not charity.
And have not charity, right? We learn what charity is. That's that spiritual love for the Lord, right? You understand? We learn what love is. keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, doing what the hell the person above you tells you to do. You understand? Read on.
I am become as sounding brass.
Oh, read on.
Or a tinkling cymbal.
The scripture is saying, listen, I have become as sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. You understand what I'm saying? Here we go again with that black talk. Here we go again with that black talk, man. It may sound complicated, but it's actually very simple, man. It just means you out here making noise.
That's right.
Making noise. We say it all the time. Oh, he all cap. He capping. He got a battery in his back. He all talk. Oh, he drunk. Somebody pumping him drunk. You understand? This is how black people talk, man. You know how when you hear somebody talking, you like, he ain't mean about that.
Right.
Oh, he ain't gonna do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He just talk. He talk. What they say? He talking on the side of his neck.
Right.
You know what I mean? Talking.
Bumping his gums.
He really bumping his gums, man. Come on, man. You know how black people are. Back then, they would say, he said, I have become as sounding brass.
Right.
Which means, and what? It's a tinkling cymbal. You understand what I'm saying? Like, think about your child. You got a child. That child get that toy.
That's right.
And they find out that toy makes some noise, and they get the.
Right.
That's all they want to do is make noise with it, man. Well, if you don't have charity, right? If you don't have love for your brother or for your sister, man, but you say, you understand what I'm saying? You love the Lord. You know what I'm saying? But you speak all these languages, but you so knowledgeable. You understand what I'm saying? You just making noise, man, according to the Bible. Right? We're gonna get some more. We're gonna get some more.
Verse 2. And though I have the gift of prophecy.
Oh, good night. Listen, you breaking down scriptures, man. You letting your brothers and sisters know what's going on in the time that they in, what's going on before. You know what I mean? What happened? What's gonna happen? You breaking it down to them, man. You understand? Read on.
And understand all mysteries.
Listen, you understand all mysteries. You know what? Listen. You know the mysteries of the so-called Bible. You know what's going on in this book. You understand the parables of Christ. You know what I mean? You know all mysteries, man. Right? Read on.
And all knowledge. And though I have all faith.
Listen, and like I said, all knowledge, right? Because you got some brothers out here that they think that like they don't respect certain brothers that don't have degrees in college. I've met so many brothers that they'll ask me, how long did you go to school? Where'd you go to school at? Oh man, see, you don't know nothing about this, and you don't know nothing about that, and how can you tell me about this when you don't even know about this, about that? When according to the Lord, it means nothing.
That's right.
That like I don't knock my brothers and sisters in, right? You want to go get your degree to further you and making, you know what I'm saying, more money in this hellhole we live in? By all means, do your thing, brother. Right. Do your thing, sister. You understand what I'm saying? We live in hell. If you have the, you know what I'm saying, the wits, the spirit, you know what I'm saying, the go, you know what I'm saying, go to them classes, I can't do it. I try. You want to go to college, you want to go to them classes, you know what I'm saying, do you. You know what I'm saying? You able to endure through that hell to get that paper to make you more money. Hey, man, more power to you, brother and sister. But according to the Bible, that is not real knowledge.
That's right.
You understand? That is not real understanding, right? Understanding, the scriptures say our wisdom and our understanding comes from the Bible.
That's right.
Comes from the Lord, man. You understand? Because this will take you further than any degree.
That's right.
Any degree. You know what I'm saying? What you got, brother?
So like, and if I may, so we've seen it so many times. So many college professors.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? So-called scholars come up against the campus and get cut by a cat that just got out of the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying?
Cut by a cat that didn't even finish high school.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's like we going, this field right here, man, this field of like dealing with these scriptures, man, you have to be a priest and prophet.
That's right.
And the only school that's going to get you on the level of being a goddamn master is the I.S.U.P.K.
That's right.
You learn from anybody else, man. I mean, I can't even say you get a damn associate's degree. You know what I mean? Because it's like the knowledge that you learn from them, those breakdowns, it's all watered down. It's watered down because those men that taught you those breakdowns decided to leave the I.S.U.P.K. for their own selfish reasons.
That's right.
For their own selfish reasons.
Right.
They try to make up excuses, right? But my whole thing, the same way the Commander General Hunter would tell you, if you had so much love for your brothers back then, why didn't you stay and fix it?
That's right.
Why you ain't staying to help? Why didn't you, you know what I'm saying, fight to get rid of those so-called people who were cancer? Right. You know what I mean? Or talk about anything that you felt was wrong. Bring it to the table if you love your brothers and sisters that much.
That's right.
The truth is, they don't give a damn about you.
That's
right. They don't.
That's
if you're in one of these fake camps, your leader doesn't give a damn about you.
That's right.
You don't even know the truth. Like, they be perplexed when we say, camp came out of I.S.U.P.K, right?
Right.
Nah, man, we started in such and such and such and such, and you learned from such and such and such and such. Right, and you know that such and such and such and such was in the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Do your research, man.
That's right.
Do your history on these fake camps, man. These so-called camps, man. Because they ain't nothing but your modern day, you understand what I'm saying? Sadducees and Pharisees.
That's right.
That's all they are. Like, you gotta understand. Just because somebody teach you something that sounds good, don't mean it's the truth.
That's right.
Like, when Christ was walking this earth and teaching, you had Sadducees and Pharisees.
Right.
Who had their own followings.
That's right.
Who were teaching what they believed to be true. Hell, John the Baptist had his own following.
Right.
This dude, he had cities following him, man. He brought everybody from Judea and a whole other city to baptize them in water.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Thousands of people believed what he was teaching to be true, man. You understand what I'm saying? Christ, at his peak, had over 5,000 officers, man. Maybe even more, which dwindled down to 12, and one of them was a goddamn traitor. You understand? Like, don't be so quick to just believe everything you hear. Like, the scriptures say what? In Thessalonians, man, prove all things.
That's right.
You know what I mean? If I say something that don't sound right, hey, ask a question.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We can debate about it. We can go tit for tat, right? Because what's more important is that the truth is always going to stand over any lie.
That's right.
Over any lie, man. Right? But you can continue that for me, brother.
Sure.
Brother, sure.
And though I have all faith,
so
that I could remove mountains.
Listen, man, you out here putting in work, man. You putting in work. You understand? Read on.
Come. And have not charity.
And have not brotherhood. You doing all that work, but you ain't got brotherhood. Read on.
I am nothing.
You are what?
I am nothing.
Listen, man. If you don't have love for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, the Bible says you are nothing, man.
That's right.
Not me. Not what Mahayah feels. According to the Bible, you are nothing. You understand? Let that sizzle in your spirit. I like to say that's what that comedian be saying, like, let it sizzle in your spirit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let that sizzle in your mind, right? If you hate a black man or a black woman, Hispanic man, Hispanic woman, Native American Indian man or woman, if you hate, you understand what I'm saying? Your brother, your sister, the Bible says you are nothing, man.
That's right.
Like, it's a thin line, man. It's a thin line, thin like criteria that you gotta meet when it comes to proving yourself to the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? Like the scriptures say, what it say? Wide is the way to destruction, man. That's right. You know what I mean? Why you think there's so many people in the Christian churches?
That's right.
Why you think there's so many people, you understand what I'm saying, in Islam, in the Egyptology, right? In these fake camps, why you think they got so many members? Because they don't make them change anything about themselves. Hell, they go in these organizations and change things within the organization.
That's right.
They start implementing their own ideas
Right.
and their own ideologies and philosophies that they want to be proliferated.
Right.
You know what I mean? Well, I know you've been doing it like this for 500 years, but I think we should do it like this. You know what? You're right. We're going to start doing it like that. Right. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
Right. Would
America be America today if they decide, well, you know what? Let's switch up some of those rules in the Constitution we made. Let's switch them up, right? Let's take out that 13th Amendment. Maybe we should take that out, right? It's kind of messed up to incarcerate someone and then they become basically a slave.
Right.
You know, let's take that out. Let's make it to where they can volunteer.
Right.
Let them volunteer to make our street signs. Volunteer to make our railroads. Hell no, man. Right. America has been sticking to their code since they made the goddamn thing.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? Why? Because if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for everything.
That's right.
Well, understand that these other nations understand that. That's why they don't change. Like I said before, that's why these other nations are able to come in your neighborhood and build stores and make that money. You understand? So that's why the so-called oppressor, you know what I'm saying, rules the entire goddamn earth. That's right. Because he knows how to gather together with his own goddamn people. That's right. You understand? And that's what black people don't understand how to do. You know what I'm saying? Could you read on, brother?
Come. Verse 3. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor.
Good night. This conscious. Listen, if the definition of charity was to what? Was to be given to the poor, why would it say it in this manner in verse 3, right? It was saying in verse 1, verse 2, and you know what I'm saying? That what? But if we don't have charity, I have not charity. Now it's saying, you know what I'm saying? Read it one more time.
Sure. The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 13, and verse 3.
Right.
And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor.
Listen, it's letting you know that's what you do. You understand? That's not what charity is, man. That's never what charity has been. Bestowing your goods into the poor is just a nice thing to do. It's a nice thing to do. It's a tawab thing to do. Ain't nothing wrong with giving to the less fortunate, man. You understand? Ain't nothing wrong with humbling yourself and I'm saying and giving your brothers, you know what I'm saying, some clothes, man. Giving your brothers and sisters some food. You know what I mean? Taking food to a shelter, taking clothes to a shelter, there's nothing wrong with that. Right. That's just basic knowledge. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Read on.
Sure. And though I give my body to be burned.
Good. Now listen, you give your body to be burned, man. You give your last. You give your last, man. You give everything you got. You understand? You give your last dollar. You know you need gas in your car, but you're like, you know what? I can plug it out for one more day. I get paid tomorrow. Here you go, brother. Here, man. You understand? Take this last dollar, man, that I got, man. You know what I mean? Read on.
Come. And have not charity.
But you don't got brotherhood. Though you give your last dollar, though you give everything that you have, man, though you give to the poor, you understand? That when you pull up to the light, you know, they always be sending them lights. You understand? You give them all your change, right? You give them your loose ones. You understand? Read on.
Come. And have not charity,
right?
It profiteth me nothing.
It profiteth you nothing, man. Like it means nothing. It means nothing, man. And it's basically what it's saying is what? You wasting your goddamn time. You lying to you wasting your time if you think this is what, you know what I'm saying, love is. If you're doing all these things because you think they prove that you love another brother or a sister, you're wasting your time. It profits you nothing. And the Lord understands that.
That's right.
The Lord, you know what I'm saying, knows that you don't give a damn about your brother and sister. The Lord knows that you don't love him.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? That's it on that, right?
Charity suffers long.
Yeah, oh, Salah, yeah, read that. Oh, good night.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 13, and verse 4.
Right?
Charity suffereth long.
Come on, man. This is heavy right here, man. Charity suffereth long, man. Meaning what? Brotherhood suffereth long.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? You're going to have some times, man, when you about ready to wring your brother neck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sis, you're going to have times where you're going to want to put your hands on that sister, man.
That's right.
Brother, you're going to have times where you're going to want to put your hands on that sister.
That's right.
Sister, you're going to have times where you want to put your hands on that brother. But the scripture says what?
Charity suffereth long.
Brotherhood suffereth long, man. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning what? You got to endure through that. You understand what I'm saying? Read on.
And it's kind.
And it's what?
It's kind.
And it's kind. That's heavy. It's kind, man. And it's kind. You understand what I'm saying? What is that? What does that mean? What is that saying? That's saying that you have to care about your brother and sister.
That's right.
Just because you get upset doesn't mean you can react on your emotions. And that's the problem with black people, Hispanic people, Native American Indian people. That's one of our problems. We react off of our emotions like a child.
Right.
Like a child does, man. You understand? A child feels some type of way, they throw what? A temper tantrum. That's what we call it. Well, if you're grown and because you're upset, you decide to put your hands on somebody, you're throwing a temper tantrum. You're being a child. But you think that's the logic, that's logical. You think that's what you're supposed to do. But according to the Bible, that is not what you're supposed to do, man.
That's right.
Because that's not loving your goddamn brother, man. You understand what I'm saying? And we're gonna get some more, man. We'll get some more. Let me get
So like that.
What's up, bro? Oh, some more?
There's a little more now.
Yeah, finish that out. Baba Kushal.
Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself.
It said charity envy not. What's that mean? Break that down. Charity envy not. Ooh, this is like a big problem. You understand? In the Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian community. You know what I'm saying? What you got, brother?
Salakia. In brotherhood, in order to show brotherhood, to have brotherhood, you can't envy your brother as in, Salakia, how I word it, like, we're supposed to, like, if you get that promotion, you my brother, so it's like I got the promotion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It don't gotta be me. You got it, I got it.
Right, man. That's heavy, man. Like, what it sounds like, nigga, we made it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we made it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Not just me. Like your brother said, if I get the promotion, my brother was going to reap the benefits of that promotion. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's so heavy. And it's like, what I noticed, like, with a lot of the rappers, with a lot of the brothers that, you know what I'm saying, they start making money, first thing they want to do is leave the hood.
That's right.
First thing they want to do is leave the brothers and sisters that understand where they came from and where they're trying to go, where they're trying to be, who understand that they're not just selling these drugs because they like to sell drugs. They selling the drugs because they want to have money because they're trying to get out of poverty.
That's right.
They just don't know how to, you understand what I'm saying, do it the right way. They know no other way. That's all they know. They know they can't go work a 9 to 5 and be making you understand what I'm saying, 20 an hour to provide for them 5 kids they got. They're like, I can't do that. The money is not fast enough. You understand? Like, I remember, like, dealing with my cousin for a while. It's like that money for somebody who goes from making, $200-$300 in damn near 5-10 minutes. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Trying to get them to work in an environment where you have to work for 7 to 9 hours. You know what I'm saying? Making a rate of, $7.50 or $8.
Right.
To then have to wait 2 weeks to get paid. Right. To then also have to have taxes and Medicaid and insurance be deducted from that check. Right. So you sitting there looking like, oh, I made $1,000. My check is just $650 though. Right. Man, what the hell? Right. You understand what I'm saying? What you got, brother?
Salakia, and then you gotta damn near kill yourself to get it. So like Salakia, but it's like a brother who does it that the other way, like he not saying someone does it too wild. Right. You said he get the quick money. Money don't work with him in his mind the same way.
Exactly,
he's getting fast. Yeah, when you gotta go to slave for 55 hours a week, and by the end of the week you just tired, and then your money depletes like that because of bills. You're like, yo, I can't take this.
Like think about it, man. It's 24 hours in a day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 8 of those hours you're supposed to sleep.
Right.
Right. We're supposed to sleep, right? 8, 9 of those hours, what you slaving. Right. So that's what, 16, 17 hours? Right. And you gotta, you know what I mean?
Don't forget what you commute to and from work.
Oh, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta drive back and forth to work. So that's damn near what? An hour alone itself, back and forth to work. Right. You understand? Then you got, after you get off the slave, you can't just relax. You can't relax. Why? Because things have to be tended to. Right. The house gotta be clean. Your kids gotta eat. Kids gotta be taken care of.
Picked up.
They gotta be picked up, taken to different places. You know what I'm saying? They're all in sports.
Right.
You know what I mean? You may have hobbies in yourself. It's like when it comes down to it, the real time and peace that you got to yourself is probably damn near an hour. Right. 2 hours where you can actually just sit there and be like, you ever just sit on your couch and just be like, I can relax now for 15 minutes.
Right.
Then I gotta go ahead and do this and do that. Like, understand that's hell, man.
That's right.
The Most High never intended for us to live like that, man. You understand what I'm saying? Never intended for us to live like that. But because we are under the so-called oppression, that is a scrutiny that we have to endure. So in enduring that, that's gonna make what? That's gonna make a black man mad. That's the scripture say what? Oppression maketh a wise man mad, man. Black people, Hispanic people, Native American Indian people, we are furious in this place, man.
That's right.
We are furious. Meaning what? Meaning it don't take nothing for a brother to just like that, right? And that's the problem with our people, man. Right. That's why it's so easy for that brother, he step on your shoes. You're ready to take his goddamn life because you are so tired of being oppressed and being at the bottom of the totem pole, man.
Right.
We're here in the I.S.U.P.K. We're here to tell you that we can teach you patience.
That's right.
We can teach you to be patient with your brother, man.
That's right.
We can teach you to have kindness for your brother, man. You understand what I'm saying? And what I teach you, or what the I.S.U.P.K. teach you, what Commander Jeremiah teach you, doesn't come from what he dreamt about last night.
Right.
Doesn't come from what he fantasized about in his car. It comes from the goddamn Bible.
That's right.
It's in the Bible. The book that's been around our life since we know. That's been around your mother, her mother, her mother. You understand what I'm saying? This book has been here since, good night. Come on, man. How long has the actual Bible been around?
Printed?
Yeah.
500 years.
Come on, man. 500 years basically meaning what? When you came over here and got them slave ships. It's been incorporated in your life.
That's right.
And this whole time, we never knew that it teaches us kindness. It teaches us patience. It teaches us love. You understand what I'm saying? It chastises us.
That's right.
Like this right here is brotherhood, man.
Right.
It's brotherhood to let your brother know that what he is doing is wrong.
Right.
Like that scripture saying what? That charity suffereth long, man. Meaning you got to endure. That scripture saying what? That you sound like, you know what I'm saying, sounding brass, man, or a tinkling cymbal. Letting you know that you just making noise, man. That is chastisement. That is edifying you, man. You understand what I'm saying? Let me get what's it, Proverbs 27:17, I believe.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? These scriptures chastise us, man. These scriptures teach us brotherhood. Teach us how to love each other, man. How to deal with each other. You understand what I'm saying? With any situation. There's not a situation you can name that the Bible doesn't speak on.
So Proverbs 27:7?
17.
7 to 17?
No, Proverbs 27:17.
Sure. The book of Proverbs, chapter 27 and verse 17. Iron sharpeneth iron. So a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend.
That's heavy right there, man.
That's right.
That is so heavy, man. You understand what I'm saying? That's so heavy. And it is exactly what we need to be pushed in the Black community.
That's right.
It is exactly what we need to be pushed in the Black community, right? Iron sharpens iron, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if a brother, that brother being down and out, man, that brother, you know what I'm saying, he get off of that slave working 12 hours. He gets to his house. You understand what I'm saying? And he just down and out. He needs you, man. He needs a brother to build him up, man. He needs a brother that's going through what he's going through. You understand what I'm saying? That understand. Like, you know how sometimes, man, you could just be out. And you could just make eye contact with a brother or sister. And it's like, there alone, we have a connection. It's like, I feel you. I understand. You know what I mean? Right. You may even give a little head nod. Right. You may make a look, you know how it be. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is. It's like, we have a deeper connection to each other, you know what I'm saying, that we don't even understand, man. Right. Like that little thing right there, we neglect. Like I be in my slave all the time. It's like some brothers like, you know how I be. Or they be like, you know how they be. Right. And it's like, we know what we talking about. Right. We beating around the bush. You understand? But it's like that type of empathy and sympathy, like only we have for each other, which is why the scriptures tell us to gather together. Right. Oh, nation not desired. Right. You understand what you got?
It's a lot, real quick. It's a lot.
No, it's what?
But if I may, this scripture is so heavy. What you bring out it's crazy heavy. In conjunction with, I see why you jumped from 1 Corinthians to this, because when we read about, you know what I'm saying, it envieth not. It's not puffed up.
That's right.
And it makes me think of like the fake Israelite groups, man, and how that shows the I.S.U.P.K. and the Commander Junior Honda is the only place where brotherhood lives.
That's right.
Because iron sharpens iron. It's in the man, you know what I'm saying, sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. And like you said, if you think you know a way to do something, you think this is the right thing, this is what's going to help us. Why the hell would you leave? Like, if I know you're going through something, if I know that now is the time when you need me the most, now I'm just going to bounce on you now?
Right.
That is the complete opposite of brotherhood.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why in here, we go through these scriptures and we scrutinize each other, you know what I'm saying? We take those check-ins, you know what I'm saying? We tell the brother, this is how you're supposed to do it.
Right.
Call the brother before you come to class,
right.
You know what I'm saying? And try to make sure that you said, are you suave? Are you good? You know what I mean? Having that brother, because that's what we're built on, that's what we stand on. Without it, the whole nation is nothing.
That's right. Damn right. You know what I'm saying? Damn right. That's heavy. You know what I mean? And it's crazy how, like what you said as far as when somebody going through something and they leave them, it's like when your child is living in your house, you understand, and they not doing what you want them to do. They being bad in school.
Right.
You understand? From my knowledge, you know what I'm saying, growing up in a single parent home, man, the black woman is not having that.
Right.
See, I don't care what, listen, you can be a drug dealer, you can be gang banging. Nigga, let you come home with some bad grades.
Right.
Let her have to get that call from your principal and she gotta come up there. Knowing the damn school is an hour away.
Right.
Because the damn school districts are retarded.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You stay in Raleigh, but you going to school in Apex.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, a black woman is not having that, man.
Right.
Let her tell you to clean that room up.
Right.
And she come home and you outside playing. In the back of her mind, she's like, I know this girl ain't clean that goddamn room. You understand what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to raising a child, it's like, we know how to chastise the child.
Right.
We know how to correct the child. We know how to show that child compassion, how to show that child kindness.
That's right.
But at a certain point, you understand what I'm saying? We don't apply that to grown people. It's like once that person is grown, it's like in the back of people's mind, like that's what people say.
Right.
You grown now. You should know this and that. You should know not to do this. You should know not to do that. You understand what I'm saying? It's like you just thrown to the goddamn side.
Right.
You're thrown to the side, and
right.
That's a problem with Black Hispanics and Americans.
That's right.
We don't have that compassion and love for each other. We don't have that kindness for each other, man. You understand what I'm saying? We're gonna get what Christ said about that, right?
That's right.
We're gonna get what Christ told you to do about that. Let me get Matthew's 18.
Sure.
I think it started with 17.
Sure.
Or 16.
It's like here. 15, I think.
Start 15.
Brother shot trespass?
No, that's not the one. Where's 77 times 7? Oh. No, that's the one, yeah. Yeah, trespass, that's the one I'm tripping. It's like it.
That's where it starts?
No, it started
yeah, it starts because that's what I'm saying. 15 is where it starts with your brothers are trespassing to you, going him alone.
Yeah, that's what I want.
It eventually gets to like 21 where it says outside.
Yeah, kind of. You could read it from the top. This Bible right here, man. You know what I'm saying? It's written in red for those who can't see. Meaning what? Meaning it's coming from the horse's mouth. You know what I'm saying? It's coming from the realest nigga that ever walked the face of this earth.
That's right.
You understand? So whatever the hell he say or what he teach, I'm dying by it.
That's right.
You understand? And this is he taught. Christ taught. You understand what I'm saying, brothers, how to have compassion. You understand what I'm saying? How to have kindness for each other, right? That was pivotal in him coming here because we always had the law. You understand what I'm saying? Like you knew that you couldn't sleep with your brother's right, but you didn't have to give a damn about him to do that.
Right.
The same with the oppressor, he'll keep the laws of his land, right? You understand what I'm saying? He'll deal with you business-wise, but he don't give a damn about you. Right. And that's how Blacks, Hispanics, and American Indians was treating each other back then. It's like, I don't give a damn about the nigga. I ain't gonna sleep with his white girl. I ain't gonna break the law. I don't give a damn about him. You know what I mean? Christ came and he taught us brotherhood. That's right. He put the spirit behind the law. You understand what I'm saying? That vibe of loving your brother and having compassion and kindness for him, right? So this is something that Christ broke down, man. So we're gonna read it from the top.
The book of Matthew, chapter 18 and verse 15. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee.
Meaning what? If your brother trespassed against you, what does that mean he did? Right? When the scriptures say trespass, you understand? We ain't talking about he walked over on your property and now you gotta call the police. He on your lawn and you got a sign that says no trespassing, right? What does this mean? What does that mean? Anybody know? Right? Anybody got an idea? Even if you got an idea, you can type it in, no sweat. You know what it means, sis?
So here I don't.
You know what I mean when the scripture say trespass? Okay, no sweat. No sweat. You can help our brother?
Would a trespass be? Would it be? So like, I'm gonna say that, but I'm not sure that's what it is. I don't think that's quite accurate. But would it be sinning against the brother?
Damn right. You
I'm
understand?
not sure that's the proper word.
Of course. You understand what I'm saying? That brother broke the law.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Against you. Right? Like, imagine someone, you know what I'm saying, you live in your home and someone breaks into your house. You understand? Steals your stuff and they leave. And the cops come and they get their fingerprints. Now they know who did it, right? You understand? So that's like a what? A brother who sleeps with your wife has trespassed against you.
That's right.
He broke the law of God. You understand what I'm saying? He sinned, right? So read from the top. Bible can show.
The book of Matthew, chapter 18 and verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee,
Go and tell him his fault
Good night.
between thee and him alone.
No. Between the whole world, man.
Between thee and him
The
alone.
scriptures say if your brother sins against you, you understand what I'm saying, does something against you, right? You go to him and him alone. Man.
Right.
Him and him alone. Why? Because that's real brotherhood.
Right.
That's real brotherhood. What you got, brother?
It's a lot, you know, but if a brother sleeps with your wife, that would be
Okay.
that's-
The example I use is definitely on the epic scale.
Right.
If that happens, I mean, Lord be with that brother,
Right.
right? If
Because
you
if I
are-
go to him alone, that might be the worst thing, man.
No, that is probably the call cap.
Right. Call
You know what I'm saying? You find that out, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a lucky, man. God forbid, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You go into the house while it's happening. You understand? God forbid, man. Lord be with that brother. But
That's what you're saying. So like,
you know what I mean? But that brother, I'm trying to think of something like that brother. Okay, say that brother knows you don't eat pork, right?
Right.
And he say, hey man, come over for dinner, man. I'm gonna cook something good. Man, I know you don't eat pork, I'm gonna cook something for you, man. Right? So you go over, you're like, oh, it's smelling good, you know what I'm saying? You chilling, you know what I'm saying? He cooked the food, he had in your plate, right? You start to eat. You know what I'm saying? Then he like, yeah, nigga. Was it good? You like, yeah, he like, yeah, nigga, that was pork chop, nigga. You like, what? Yeah, nigga, you ate pork chop, nigga. And you liked it, nigga, don't lie. You just told me it was good. You understand? I can't think of a good example because we don't break the law in here. You know what I mean?
That's too hard.
That brother fed you. That is so disrespectful
Right.
to do, man. You understand? That's why, listen, I'm mad with you. I don't like eating at nobody else's house.
Right.
I don't. They're not I.S.U.P.K. I don't trust them.
Right.
I don't trust them for one because, like real quick, the beautiful thing about like the scriptures is the scripture talks about bacteria
Right.
and all that stuff. Scripture talks about cross contamination.
Right.
You understand? So like, you understand? Like, even when you touch pork, you're unclean until the evening. Whatever that pork touched is unclean. You understand what I'm saying? Like, why you think the so-called oppressor has sanitation? You know what I'm saying? Got laws set up into place, you know what I'm saying, where you gotta clean something a certain type of way. You gotta do this to it. You can't use a raw knife to, you know what I'm saying, then go prepare some cooked food. You know what I mean? All that is in the scriptures. And that's why I love the scriptures. But you understand? That brother does that to you, man. He trespassed against you. You understand what I'm saying? Let's find out what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Read it one more time.
Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee,
Right?
go and tell him his fault.
Go and
between
tell
thee.
him his fault, right? Go and tell him his fault. Go tell him what he did. Because say he didn't know. Say you just chilling with a brother. He don't know you don't eat pork. You understand? And you are naive and then ask what the hell you was consuming. You just walk around eating food, which nonsense ain't gonna happen. But let's just say it did. You eat, you know, it's good. What's this? Oh, yeah, it's pork chop. You like, brother, I don't eat pork. You understand what I'm saying? He like, oh, you told me that a while ago. See, I thought you were just like saying because you know what I mean, you were trying to lose weight or something. I mean, I ain't know it was
Right.
like, you know what I mean? Good night.
You serious, brother? It was my damn boss at the slave. Had barbecue. Knew I didn't eat pork. He said, everybody kept saying Salakia. Everybody kept saying, oh yeah, we're gonna cook some steaks, man. We're gonna grill out some steaks. Oh yeah, it's cool. Over there, next thing you know, somebody passed me the joint, so I ate like, wow. Right? This is before the I.S.U.P.K. Most high in Christ. I'm on my Israelite stuff. I'm not I.S.U.P.K. yet. Right. I'm eating, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking like, man, this is white ass steak. I'm like, it's Salakia. I'm like, yeah, eating the other white. Right, but I'm like, yo, what kind of steak is this? And the boss would be like, pork chops. I'm like, he's like, oh yeah, you don't eat pork. That's true. Sorry about that, man.
Oh, you mother.
Right.
That right there. How you said it is like, just by how you said it, I can tell he had an evil spirit behind him. It's like he knew.
Right.
You know what I mean? He was like, I'm gonna give you these.
Exactly. I'm watching me eat it the whole time. Pause. Like, and I'm eating it and he's just looking at me. And I'm like, what kind of taste is it? Pork chops. Good night.
Just wicked, man.
Wicked as hell. Salakia.
You know what I'm saying? Even to why, man, the so-called oppressor is the devil, Bible speaks.
That's right.
So-called oppressor, man, is the devil. The goddamn devil, man.
God.
You know what I'm saying? But read on though.
God, if he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother.
Right. Thou hast gained thy brother. You understand what I'm saying? That's heavy. Thou hast gained thy brother. What does that mean? You understand? It said, if he shall hear thee. First, what does that mean? Say, if he shall hear thee, right? So we know that everyone has, not something I said, everyone has what? 2 ears.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Everybody can literally hear. But this scripture, when it says, if he shall hear thee, meaning he acknowledges what the hell he's done, right? You're like, hey, brother, you stepped on my flower. You squished it. You know what I'm saying? I've been growing this for like 6 months.
Right.
Him hearing you, he'd be like, oh, damn, I did, man, my bad. If he don't hear you, he'd be like, man, forget your flower, nigga.
Right.
You understand? I don't care. You trying to go flowers, nigga. We in the hood. We trying to go flowers for, nigga. You understand? Whatever it may be. Right. I'm terrible with examples. You understand?
It's wild.
Right? But read on.
Come. Salakia. Verse 16.
Uh-huh.
But if he will not hear thee,
right,
then take with thee 1 or 2 more.
No. Go get your gun.
Then take with thee 1 or 2 more.
No. It's time to put the pause on him, man.
But if he will not hear thee, then take with thee 1 or 2 more.
See, this is something that is not understood amongst black people because, for one, we have not gathered together as a nation. You understand what I'm saying?
That's right.
Because in gathering together as a nation, you have laws, statutes, and commandments that you have to follow that teach you how to deal with situations like this. You understand what I'm saying? Teach you how to deal with your brothers. Teach you how to deal with your sisters.
That's right.
You understand? Because we're not together as a people, we think that if a situation goes wrong, it goes left, it's time to clip up.
That's right.
It's time to clip up, and now it's time to, they even say being a man. They even like, they even consider, you know what I'm saying, you doing something like that being a man. You understand? When principalities is a huge thing in the scriptures.
Right.
It's very important, right? But that brother doing that to you should never be important enough to where you want to take his life.
That's right.
It should never be important enough to where you want to set him up or have someone else take his life. Or even for you to physically harm that man unless your life is in danger.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? That's the type of love and care that we have to get back for each other that we don't have here in America.
Right.
You understand? Here in America, man, the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, man, we love everyone and hate our own people. We love the oppressor of these other nations so much that we don't have no love to give to CJ down the street. You understand? If I'm so busy fighting everyone who tells me I can't love the so-called oppressor, what love am I going to have for Daquan that stay next door to me?
Right.
Because I'm fighting for someone else to get love. I'm fighting that everyone else should love the oppression of these other nations. I don't have no time to love Daquan. I don't have no time to want to feel compassion and care for him. You understand what I'm saying? I will rub a so-called oppressor's hair after they murdered a brother.
Right.
I will do that. I will go give her a Bible and tell her everything's gonna be okay.
Right.
You understand? I will join hand in hand with the so-called oppressor, even though history has shown that that has never benefited our people.
Right.
I will do that. You understand what I'm saying? Because America doesn't teach the truth according to the Bible. And they never will. The so-called pastor never will teach the truth according to the Bible.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because his MO is what? To make money. I mean, come on now. It's so commonly known. It's in TV shows. It's in like funny animated shows. It's everywhere. It's like everyone knows that the pastor's MO is to make money. Right. Yeah, I mean, come on now. The gig is up. What is it? The gimmick is up. It's up, man. You know what I'm saying? We all know. But why is it that black people not running out of the churches and coming into the I.S.U.P.K?
That's right.
If you know that your pastor MO is just to make money, understand this, right? Business has nothing to do with love. Nothing at all. You understand? We all slave. We all got jobs. You understand what I'm saying? We all know how to deal with people at work, whether they be brothers, whether they be, you understand what I'm saying, devils, whether they be, you know what I'm saying, like so-called these other nations. We all know how to work and deal with them and keep business. Just because I laugh and I joke with you at work, that don't mean I love you. It don't mean I care about you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you have to look at that. You have to look at that relationship you have at work, because that's how most people are. Most people at work don't give a damn about the other employees. Right? They give a damn about the boss. They're there to get their money. That's how you have to look at your Christian pastor. That's right. You have to look at him like that. Soon as he put that damn tight suit, that lavender suit on, man, you understand that he step into that room, he slide into that room, he smooth. Nigga, he is at work. This is business to him, man. And the same way you'll do what you gotta do to make your money, he's gonna do what he has to do to make his money, and not give a damn about you, man. You understand? Right. Not give a damn about you, right? If you could, bro, let me get Luke 6:31.
Okay.
Bible question.
Whole Matthew?
No lie, you drop that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 31.
Mm-hmm.
And as ye would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise.
As a matter of fact, yeah, you're right. Yeah, because we got
to go to 7, stop 7.
I didn't even finish the last one. Go back to the last one.
Sure.
We didn't wrap that up. We got to we'll get 2 more, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
But if the book of Matthew, chapter 18 and verse 16. Mm-hmm. But if he will not hear thee, then take with thee 1 or 2 more.
Right. And who should that 1 or 2 more be? You understand? If you're not in the I.S.U.P.K, I mean, good night. That 1 or 2 more you're gonna get, more likely gonna agree that you should just kill him.
Good night. More
likely gonna agree that you should just beat him to death, or you should beat him up to prove your point, right? Here in the I.S.U.P.K, that one. When you have an ought with another employee, they don't encourage you to even go to that employee. They encourage you to go to management. Let management know what's going on. They don't even want you to have to even have the possibility of an altercation with you or that employee. Something goes wrong, you see somebody do something they're supposed to do, you take it to management. You know what I mean? You take it to who? Someone above you. That's right. You understand what I'm saying? Someone who's been doing this longer, they got more experience, they're more knowledgeable, they know how to handle these situations. That's who you take it to. You understand what I'm saying? Well, the scriptures, same way, man. That's right. Those 2 more that you get are men that are above you. Men that have a deeper level of understanding, more patience. You understand what I'm saying? That are in a position because they have proven that they can handle these situations. That's right. Right? So read on.
Come. So like that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, every word may be established.
Every word may be established, man. We're going to get to the bottom of it. You know what I mean? They're going to tell their side of the story. You're going to tell your side of the story. And we're going to find out where the hell the truth is at. That's right. Because that's what happens, right? Like you got somebody's side of the story, somebody else's side of the story, and then you got the truth. You know what I mean? 9 times out of 10, it's a typical misunderstanding. That's right. Someone heard you, they thought you said this, but really you said that. I see that all the time. No, you said this, no, that's not what I said.
Right.
See that, and that comes from what? Trying to talk over people in a conversation.
That's right.
Like, if we both yell and talking at the same time, you're going to mishear what I said.
That's right.
And you're going to assume that I said something that I didn't say.
Right.
So now we've deterred from what we were originally arguing about to arguing about what you thought I said.
Right.
Now it gets deeper and deeper, and now we just rolling down the goddamn hill.
Right. That's right.
Well, once you go and get those two or more people, and they separate y'all, you understand? And you plead your case. You say what's going on. What's bothering you? What happened? Okay. Duly noted. What about you? What's going on? What happened? You understand? And then amongst those two brothers, the truth will be found out, all right? Questions are going to be asked, and we're going to get to the bottom of it. In the I.S.U.P.K, we call that counsel.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We have counsel, and having counsel in the I.S.U.P.K has held us together.
That's right.
And that is brotherhood, man.
Right.
That's brotherhood according to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? If you give a damn about your brother, you know what I'm saying? Even if you love yourself, because like, don't you want clarity of mind? Don't you really want to know whether or not you're the one that's right or wrong? You understand what I'm saying? Because you know in the back of your mind, you don't know. You don't know. You just assume. You know what I mean? And you're weak enough to want to live with that.
That's right.
And here we are not.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? We are going to make sure. You understand what I'm saying? We ain't just going to think you know what I mean? I was right. I was right. No. I'm going to make sure I was right.
That's right.
And if I'm wrong, I'm going to correct myself.
That's right.
And if he's wrong, he's going to correct himself. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa, sister, children, whoever. Why? Because brotherhood suffereth long.
That's right.
You understand? We're going to learn how to deal with each other. We're going to learn how to love each other if we ever wish to get out of this condition we're in. Because it came from us, what? Disobeying these laws, statutes, and commandments. And the only way to get back, you got to start off with brotherhood.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Understanding that you have to love your goddamn brother.
That's right.
You got to love your sister, right? You understand? And like I said, sisterhood is synonymous with brotherhood, right? But real quick, you can get them two stories, right? Let me get them two stories. Matter of fact, let me get Romans 12 and 10 real quick. Then I'm gonna get to that story with Lot.
Sure.
And then another story with a sister.
Sure.
12 and 10?
12 and 10.
The book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
Be kindly affection.
Be what?
Kindly affection.
One to
another.
One to who?
One to another.
Right, read on.
With brotherly love.
With what?
Brotherly love.
Good night, man. There's so much going on in the scripture right now. You know what I'm saying? Is there on that?
Uh-uh.
You know what I'm saying? Read on.
In honor, preferring one another.
Good night, man. It's a lot going on in the scripture right here. You know what I'm saying? Read it from the top. We're going to break it down.
Come on. The book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 10. Be kindly affection.
Be kindly affection. You know what I'm saying? What does that mean? To be kindly affection, man. What does that mean? Right? Anybody know? What you got, bro?
So, so would it be, not being mean-spirited to each other? Not talking to your brother, purposely disrespectful manner, or just talking to him reckless kind of. That's the perfect word. Most times,
you know what I'm saying? Like the scripture say, like saying rakah to your brother.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Cussing your brother out, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Talking reckless to your brother. I take that damn sure right. You know what I'm saying? You won't do that. Why? Because you care about your brother.
That's right.
You care about your brother, and you understand that he goes through exactly what you go through. You understand? A lot of time this happens amongst relationships. You understand? You know what I'm saying? A woman, you know what I'm saying, gets to the point when she's just fed up. And when she's fed up, oh my goodness. Everything that she thinks, you're going to hear it.
That's right.
Everything that she feels, you're going to hear it. You understand what I'm saying? But the scriptures say that, you know what I mean? What should come out of a woman's mouth, man, should always be kindness, man. You understand? Always be kindness.
That's right.
That's that virtuous breakdown.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Because why? Because you talking reckless like that, you don't care about me.
That's right.
You don't. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because you think that love is an intense feeling of deep affection. So you have to express to me what you feel, what's on your mind when you really don't.
Right.
Because 9 times out of 10, what you're saying anyway, I mean, Satan is right there in your ear.
That's right.
Gassing you up. You understand? He's gassing you up.
Right.
That's why the scriptures say, you know what I'm saying, be slow to speak, man. You don't want to speak too fast. I notice that people, like when they argue, when people argue, it's like they want to have them quick responses and come back real quick. 9 times out of 10, that quick response you have, you didn't need to say it. Right. And then you gonna regret it later on.
That's right.
Like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. I'm this and I'm that. That's how you know it was a goddamn demon.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you quick to regret what you said, you know what I mean, or say sorry, it wasn't you to begin with. That's right. It wasn't your thought, but you think it was your thought, right? Because it popped in your mind. Because it sounded like something that you would say.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we gotta learn how to have compassion for each other, man. We gotta learn how to have kindness and love each other, man. And it takes time. And it's gonna take brothers like Commander General Yohanan, man.
That's right.
It's gonna take brothers like General Muhammad. You understand what I'm saying? It's gonna take the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
You know what I mean? To be the men, to be the fathers and the brothers, and you know what I'm saying? To blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Someone that has to take care of us. Someone's going to have to assume the position of leadership. That's right. Someone's gonna have to. Someone's gotta take the helm, man. You know what I mean? Someone's going to have to be accountable for what's going on. And here in the I.S.U.P.K, we take full responsibility for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians.
That's right.
You understand? We don't have a problem with telling you you are wrong for doing what the hell you're doing. That's right. We don't have a problem with telling you this is the only way to live. There's no such thing as an alternative lifestyle. Where there is, but that's the lifestyle that your oppressor chooses to live, not us.
Right.
That's the lifestyle that Mosai never intended for us, man. You know what I'm saying? We have no problem saying that. Why? Because we love our people. You know what I mean? Y'all want to get us to love every goddamn body. I tell you what, when blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are out of the condition that we're in, out of this hellhole, man. When I don't got to look at the news and see my Hispanic brothers and sisters in goddamn cages, that's right. or even wonder or have to think about what the hell a real Native American Indian look like because I don't see them walking around. Right. You understand what I'm saying? When I know that blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians have their own goddamn government, their own army, and they're established as a nation of people, then and only then can we discuss loving somebody else. Discuss. You know what I mean? Because according to the Bible, it would never happen. But I'll be willing to talk about it, though.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I would have time to.
Right.
Like right now, I don't have time, man, because no one loves Tyrone.
That's right.
No one loves Shanika. No one loves Lil Nene. You know what I'm saying? Right. No one loves black people, man. And I.S.U.P.K, we do, man.
That's right.
You understand? What scripture was going on, brother? Slide.
He was left off at Romans 12.
Oh, yeah. Read on. Some more on that, right? Or was it on that?
That's it on that.
All right, read it one more time.
The book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 10. Mm-hmm. Be kindly affectionate, right, one to another, with brotherly love.
One to another, man. And remember who this is talking about. It's talking about you, black man, Hispanic man, Native American. It's not talking about the so-called oppressor. You understand? He got people that love him. His people love him. You understand? Right. The Chinese man, his people love him, man. They take care of them. They take care of their own. African man, the same thing. We the ones that don't know how to love each other. That's right. We know how to love everybody else but our goddamn selves, man. This is what the scripture's talking about, right? Read on.
Yeah. In honor, preferring one another.
It says in honor, preferring one another. You should want to be around those brothers more.
That's right.
You should want to be around your sisters more. You understand? Like I said before, when black people get money, they want to leave the hood. You see what? They want to leave the hood. They make that money. They want to leave the hood. They don't want to rebuild it. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to teach them brothers, you know what I'm saying, a different way of living, man. First thing they want to do is they make their money and they rapping about the big White House with the picket fence and the gates, right? And the acres and acres of land. You understand? And all the people they shitted on. Right? They want to talk about all the haters. They want to talk about all the haters and everybody that didn't believe they would make it. You understand? Because we don't have no compassion for each other, man. We have no love for each other, man. You understand what I'm saying? We don't know how to deal with each other. You understand? With that, I'm gonna go to 1 Kings, right? I'm gonna go to 1 Kings, chapter 17. Let me get a little bit on that. 1 Kings, chapter 17. We're gonna get into a story, man, a little story, man, about a sister that was selfless. You understand what I'm saying? A sister that knew compassion and knew kindness. You understand what I'm saying? Because what I noticed is that people think that all the scrutiny and all the responsibility is just on the brothers. The brothers are the only one that has changed. The brothers are the only one that's got to do this, do that. It's like the scrutiny that men go through, you understand what I'm saying, is the same scrutiny that our women go through.
What?
If I have to love my brother and my sister, you also have to love your brother and your sister, man. You understand what I'm saying? That's just how it works. You know what I'm saying? 1 Kings, chapter 17, and we'll start at verse 7, right?
God.
You
The book of 1 Kings.
This what we're about to read about is a type of brotherhood that is unknown in this place. A type of brotherhood that Black people can't fathom. Black people don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Could you read it from the top, Robert Sharp?
1 Kings 17 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 17 and verse 7. And it came to pass after a while that the brook dried up.
Right.
Because there had been no rain in the land.
So this brother, right? This brother Elijah, you understand? He going through it right now, man. So where he was at, the brook done dried up. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no water. You understand what I'm saying? He ain't got no food, right? So read on.
Verse 8. And the word of the Lord came unto him, saying, Arise, get thee to Zarephath, which belongeth to Zidon,
right,
and dwell there. Behold, I have commanded a widow woman there.
A what?
A widow woman.
She's a widow woman, meaning she doesn't have a husband. You understand what I'm saying? Read on. And it says widow because her husband died. You understand? Who knows? Maybe war. Who knows? You understand? But she's a widow now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, right, me to cut you off. But read on.
I have commanded a widow woman there to sustain thee.
To do what?
To sustain thee.
What does that mean? What you got, brother?
Hold him down.
Hold that brother down, man. You understand? That right there alone shows you that the Lord always intended for us to have brotherhood, man.
That's right.
Otherwise, he would have never commanded her to sustain this man.
Right.
This man that she does not know.
Right.
She don't know this man from a can of paint. She's a widow. She knew her husband. That was it. She don't know nobody else. You understand what I'm saying? Read on.
Come. So like verse 10. Come. So he arose and went to Zarephath.
Right. So he get up. He go to this city the Lord told him to go to. Right. You understand? Why? Because he loves the Lord, so he's going to obey what the Lord told him to do. You understand? And of course he wants to live, but the nigga's starving. Starving, he's hungry, he dying. You know what I mean? Read on.
And when he came to the gate of the city, behold, the widow woman was there.
She was what?
The widow woman was there.
Good night. She there. Woman the Lord told him about, man. You understand? She right there. Read on.
Gathering of sticks.
She gathering what?
Sticks.
She gathering the sticks. You can see later on why she gathering them sticks, right? Read on.
And he called to her and said, Fetch me, I pray thee, a little water in a vessel.
Good night. Listen. He like this sister the Lord was talking about. It's like it. You know what I'm saying? Could you please, Baba, please give me some water, please. You understand? Because he about to die. That man dying. He had to travel to that city with no food and no water anyway. You understand? Read it one more time. That verse.
Verse 10. So he arose and went to Zarephath.
Right.
And when he came to the gate of the city, behold, the widow woman was there gathering of sticks. And he called to her and said, Fetch me, I pray thee, a little water in a vessel.
Now, when you read that, it sounds a little demanding, right? I mean, this is a man that he don't know her.
Right.
Hell, she don't know him. I mean, I know sometimes you try to say hey to people and they look at you like you retarded.
Right.
Why are you talking to me? What do you want? You understand? Let's see how she reacted. Right? Read on.
That I may drink. Verse 11. And as she was going to fetch it.
Hold up, what? Hold up. No, man. She cussed him the hell out. She said, nigga, you don't know me. You know what I'm saying? You better use your 2 feet you got to get you your own goddamn vessel of water, right? That's what she said, Dr. Boy. Come on, stop playing.
And as she was going to fetch it.
Hold on, no. Stop it. That ain't what it says. Read what the scripture says, Dr.
The book, 1 Kings, chapter 17 and verse 11. And as she was going to fetch it.
Good night. That woman didn't even hesitate.
That's right.
She didn't even hesitate. She got right to it. Why? What you got? Bring it out.
Salaki, you know, I'm just hearing it in my head. He said, and you said, Salaki said, Buffy shot,
yeah,
water, da. She didn't say none of the other stuff that you said. She didn't curse him out. She just said, come.
Yeah, I'm right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Come.
Why? Why she do that? Is it because real quick, right? What I know is like when we teach what we teach, this society we live in considers it to be degrading for women.
Right.
They consider it to be belittling a woman. Like even saying that she's a helpmate to the man, they consider that to be belittling. Saying that the woman, like naming like the ranking system, children, woman, man, Christ, Most High.
Right.
They don't got a problem with that until we literally specify that the woman's under the man.
Right.
Then they have a problem with it. Like they don't ever say, "Oh no, I'm above the Lord."
Right.
Oh, I'm above Christ. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, like even with the children,
Right.
It's like no one says, "No, my child is 50-50 with me."
Right.
If he wants to eat ice cream all day, right? We negotiate, and I say, "Okay, well, at least eat some chicken and some rice. At least you can eat ice cream all day though, because he can do what he want to do." No one ever says that.
Right.
It's only when we talk about our women that they try to make it seem like we are just a wicked and evil organization.
Right.
And that is because this society that we live in goes against the rules, the principalities, and the spirit of this so-called Bible.
That's right.
Understand that. You know what I mean? There is nothing wrong with a woman serving a man.
That's right.
There's nothing wrong with it. So much so that in this Bible, she's considered a virtuous woman. She's considered to be far more valuable than rubies.
That's right.
Than jewels. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
The same way the scriptures say that the Lord is going to make a man more precious than fine gold. Well, a righteous woman price is far above rubies.
That's right.
You can't put a number on her. She's priceless, man. That's value. You understand what I'm saying? That's honorable, man. That is what the Lord prefers his princesses in this world to be.
That's right.
You understand? But read it from one time, verse 10, right?
Come. So he arose and went to Zarephath.
Right.
And when he came to the city, behold, the widow woman was there gathering sticks.
Right.
And he called to her and said, fetch me, I pray thee, a little water in a vessel,
right,
that I may drink. Verse 11. And as she was going to fetch it, he called to her and said, bring me, I pray thee, a morsel of bread in thine hand.
Listen, look, that nigga about ready to die, man. Look, he done forgot he need food too.
Right.
He like, so like I said, did you give her some water? She's like, come on, she go to kill like, oh, wait, can you give me some bread too?
Right.
You know what I mean? You understand? This is a serious matter here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Read on.
Verse 12. And she said, as the Lord thy God liveth.
Hold up, say what?
As the Lord thy God liveth.
Read on.
I have not a cake, but a handful of meal in a barrel, and a little oil in a cruse.
So she kept it 100 with him. She like, listen, as the Lord I got living. Like, I ain't lying to you. I'm being so serious. All I got, like, I ain't even got a whole meal, really. Right. I just got this little bitty food. I got some oil.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I got.
Right.
You understand? Real.
Okay.
Because this is heavy, man. This right here, what we about to read is a spirit that we need to be in, right? This is how we gonna get back. You know what I'm saying? This is how we gonna have to do things like this in order to gather together. You understand? In order to prove to the Lord that we love each other, man. That we love him. This might have to happen. You understand? In times gonna get hard, man. This world that we living in, man, it is not turning out for the better. Understand that. Understand that. Like in order for us to rule, war has to occur.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And we all know what happens with war.
That's right.
It's gonna be famine. You understand what I'm saying? It's gonna be times when you may not know what you're gonna eat. You may not know where you're gonna sleep. And situations like this may occur. This is heavy. You understand? Read on.
And behold, I am gathering 2 sticks,
Right?
that I may go in and dress it for me and my son.
So like, yeah, I'm getting these steaks anyway, right? Because I'm about to go cook. That little bit of food I got, a little bit of oil I got, that's for me and my son. You know what I'm saying? Read on.
That we may eat it.
Right?
And die.
And die. Because she ain't got nothing else. Meaning what? This sister is also very poor.
That's right. That's right.
She is also very poor, man. You understand? She don't even got it. She ain't got it like that. You understand? She let him know, listen, it's like this, bro. This little bit of food, that's all I got. This little oil. And after we eat this, I mean, shit, I don't know what the hell we gonna do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't that sound familiar?
Right.
Don't the spirit behind that sound familiar?
That's
man?
right.
Come on, black man, Hispanic man, Native American Indian man, don't you live check to check?
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? Aren't we living meal by meal in this hellhole called America? I mean, come on, man. You understand? This is what we go through as black people. But what we won't ever do is invite someone else into their household.
That's right.
And help them out. Hell no. What you'll tell them? Go get a job. Go get a job. Go to school. You had a chance.
That's right.
You burn bridges.
That's right.
You can't burn bridges and then expect people to help you, and you didn't take advantage of what was given to you. A bunch of nonsense.
Right.
And that spirit comes from the so-called oppressor.
That's right.
How can I say that? Because this devil rules the earth, and you still have poor.
That's right.
Poor. I want to say we can't even. I want to say. You know what I want to say. You know what I'm saying? You still have poor oppressors out here, man.
That's right.
You still have poor colonizers out here, man.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? When his people rule the goddamn earth,
That's right.
that spirit comes from them.
That's right.
That's not the spirit of a black man.
That's right.
That's not the spirit of a black woman. We have nothing, and we know how to love each other.
That's right.
And deal with each other. What you got, bro? Break it down.
Let me just say, what you bring it out, it's so heavy because again, like I was saying before, but blacks and Hispanics, we're in such captivity that we're taught to embrace our own, you know what I'm saying, just our own misery. Like we think that's how we're supposed to live.
Yeah.
Like everything about our lives, how we slave, how we work, make money, how we feel like kids is supposed to be in misery. And so we attach, when we get money, we go to work, we slave or whatever for 12 hours, we damn near kill ourselves. Every little bit counts. And it's like just losing $1. You ever wonder why black people they say cheap, but why black people be kind of penny pinching? Yeah. Because you know what I goddamn had to do to get this way?
That's right.
You know what I had to go through to get this?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So now we attach that to it, and it's like, I can't lose even this little bit without feeling a way about it. But what we're reading about is that even in times when we were poor, right? Like this sister is poor, like project, no money, no nothing. Her and her son, don't this, like you said, don't this sound so familiar? Right. Look, how many sisters is in an apartment in the projects raising their son by themselves? That's right. You know what I'm saying? She got absolutely nothing. And she was called on by the Most High to help this brother. That's right. And she was there. And he said, gave her an order, and she followed through. And like you said, we're gonna see what happens. She got just enough food so they won't die today. Damn right. Right. Like tomorrow. Who knows? Who knows? But, you know what I mean? He's gonna eat today. That's heavy, bro. Real talk. Like you said, we gonna find out, man. We gonna see if she had the spirit of our sisters today. That's right. You understand? We gonna see what spirit she was in when she told her brother what? That's all she got, man. She ain't got nothing else after this. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Let's read on. Right. Let's get it.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 17 and verse 13. And Elijah said unto her, Fear not.
He said what?
Fear not.
Why is it important that he says this, man? Why is it important, right? Why is it important that he says, fear not? Because he has compassion and empathy for his sister.
That's right.
He knows that she's in poverty. He knows that she's living in hell. He knows what she's going through. You understand what I'm saying? A woman needs a man to give her that reassurance.
That's right.
Our sisters need that. They need that. Hell, our brothers need it too. You understand what I'm saying? But our women out here are lost, man. They don't know left from right. They need that brother. You understand what I'm saying? They get that reassurance, man. Our sisters are out here scared, man. They don't know what to do. They don't want to be poor. No one wants to be poor. No one wants to be in poverty. We are so scared and so afraid of being poor. Our sisters are willing to shake their behinds on a pole for money.
Right.
They are willing to sit on a corner. Mind you, late night. It is 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, right? And our sisters are willing to stand outside in the corner to sell themselves to make money because we're so afraid of being in poverty, so afraid of being broke. You understand what I'm saying? And because we are destroyed for lack of knowledge. You understand? It's going to take, listen, it's going to take some real niggas to be born in the I.S.U.P.K to wake these people up.
That's right.
It's going to take some real niggas in the I.S.U.P.K to take care of these so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian women. You understand what I'm saying? But she's going to have to be willing to submit. She's going to have to be willing to trust that man with her life and know that whether you feel like he's wrong or whether he is wrong or not, you have to be loyal to that man.
Right.
The same way you are loyal to the Lord. Because you have no ties to the Lord, but you do have ties with that man. You understand what I'm saying? You do deal directly with him. You understand what I'm saying? That's how you prove to the Lord that you love him, man. You understand what I'm saying? Obeying these orders. We learned that what? Love is keeping the commandments. Well, Elijah was a man of the Lord, and he's giving her an order. And she's following suit. She's following suit so far, right? Now he about to break it down to her. She just told him something heavy. She's like, listen, this is all I got, sir. I got this little bit of food, this little bit of oil. I'm about to go, you know what I'm saying, dress it for me and my son. And we done heard it. He said, what? Fear not. Let's hear what he say after that, right?
Go and do as thou hast said.
So yeah, fear not. Go do what you say you go do, right? Read on.
But make me thereof.
But do what?
But make me thereof a little cake first.
Say what?
But make me thereof a little cake first.
No. After y'all.
A little cake first.
That is heavy, man. This man is asking her, and that may seem barbaric to some people. They'll say, this is a woman, it's a child. They have to eat. You understand what I'm saying? Why would he not eat last? I know some brothers do that. Like even with like little things like going out. They'll let the, I'm saying, women and children, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with letting women and children order first. But some people think that that's just supposed to be normal. They think the man's supposed to go last, right? You understand? Read on.
God. And bring it unto me. And after make for thee and thy son.
Good night. So Elijah like, listen, go do what you say you're going to do, right? But make me a little cake first. Make my plate first. You understand? Then feed you and your son. You understand? Read on. Let's see what she said.
Verse 14.
Let's see if she goes against what this priest and prophet, you know what I'm saying, telling her. You know what I'm saying? Read on.
Come. Verse 14. For thus saith the Lord God of Israel, the barrel of meal shall not waste.
Oh, this way, Elijah, he's still telling her. He said, listen, that meal you giving me, it ain't going to go to waste. You understand what I'm saying? Read on. Neither
shall the cruse of oil fail.
It ain't going to fail. And why is he saying this? Because the Lord is going to bless this sister.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? It ain't going to go to waste. It ain't going to fail because the Lord is going to bless you, sis.
Right.
You follow that man until the ends of the earth, man. You do what he tell you to do, you will receive a reward for it.
That's right.
Don't forget about what happened to the Maccabees. I mean, come on, man. Those 7 brothers, man, and that mother, they gave their life knowing that they will reap the benefits of it, knowing that wasn't, you understand what I'm saying, the end for them. You know what I mean? Yes, we are living in hell. Yes, of course, who doesn't want to live happily? Who doesn't want to live, you know what I'm saying, a good life and be rich and, you know what I'm saying, have money? You understand what I'm saying? Well, the scriptures say that it's better, you understand what I'm saying, to be angry, man. To paraphrase the quote, but it's better to be angry than it is to be happy, man. That's right. It's better to be in poverty than to be happy, because what's going to happen? That gift is going to destroy your heart, man.
That's right.
You're going to forget how to love Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians because you're so focused on living, you know what I'm saying, in a good condition. When you so focused on how you living, you're not thinking about the nigga that don't got nothing.
That's right.
You're not thinking about the sister that doesn't have anything, man. That's right. You understand what I'm saying? You're so focused on how you going to live and how your life needs to be and where you want to be that you neglect the fact that there's brothers and sisters out here who don't even that's never a conversation for them. Their conversation consists of what the hell am I going to eat today? Where am I going to sleep tonight? You understand what I'm saying? That's their conversations, man. You know what I mean? So we got to learn how to be humble, right? You know what I mean? So read on. I believe there's a little bit more in there.
God.
Mm-hmm.
Neither shall the cruise of oil fail until the day that the Lord sendeth rain upon the earth.
Sendeth what?
Rain upon the earth.
You understand? Read on.
Verse 15.
Because he gonna bless you, man. You understand what I'm saying? The Lord is gonna make sure you tawab. If and only if you prove to him that you love him. And that's by following the commandments, man. And what Elijah was telling her were orders.
That's right.
Meaning she had no choice but to follow them if she claims to love the Lord. You understand?
Right.
Read on.
Verse 15. And she went and did according to the saying of Elijah.
She did what?
She went and did according to the saying of Elijah.
Listen, man, this is a Tawab sister. This is a sister with understanding right here. This is a wise sister.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? She didn't hear what he said and be like, nigga, you tripping. My son is hungry. Right. I'm hungry. You talking about the Lord gonna bless me. I need it right now. Right. You understand what you got?
It's a lot here, if I may. She didn't use whatever in her mind was common sense.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I'm saying?
Because common sense is, this is all I have.
Right.
Like, you heard what I said, right?
Right.
This food here, like, you know, women be
right.
All I have.
Like, maybe you didn't understand. You know what I mean? Like, did you hear what I said? Like, this is right. She didn't use common sense.
Right.
He said, "Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Don't be afraid.
Right.
Do this." And she said, "Calm down."
Like, what you're saying is heavy because, like, the common sense would be to worry about not having no food.
Right.
Like, this man is telling you not to worry about not eating, you know what I'm saying, or being full tonight.
Right.
He's like, listen, feed me first and y'all eat remainders.
Right.
And he wants you to be okay with that. I mean, that's what it is.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You already got like half a meal. Well, let me get, you know what I'm saying, 75% of it and y'all distribute the 25 amongst y'all selves. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is unknown.
Right.
This spirit right here is the spirit that we trying to put back on this earth.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? This right here is sisterhood according to the Bible.
Right.
This sister here is selfless.
That's right.
This sister here knows compassion. This sister here knows kindness.
That's right.
This sister here knows and understands how to prove that she loves the Lord.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? So much so that she was willing to make sure this priest and prophet ate and was tawab before she was. But read on, right? We can clip it up after this.
Sure. Verse 15. And she went and did according to the saying of Elijah. And she and he and her house did eat.
They what?
Did eat.
They what?
Did eat.
So it turns out they were tawab.
Many days.
Hold on. No, just that night, right?
Many days.
Mama, she said she only had a little bit of food left. Man.
Did eat. Many days.
She said that after that, they was going to die.
Did eat. Many days.
Read on.
Verse 16. And the barrel of meal wasted not.
Good night. Read on.
Neither did the cruise of oil fail.
Listen, man. Moral of the story. Follow orders.
That's right.
And the Lord will take care of you.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? That's how you prove you love the Lord, man.
That's right.
You have to be loyal to someone.
That's right.
You can't be wishy-washy. Like, you can't be shaky in this truth, man.
That's right.
You gotta stand firm, man.
Right.
Even if your goddamn life depends on it.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? Don't be shaky, man. Don't have what the brother said. Don't rely on common sense.
Right.
You understand? Because the words of this Bible and the spirit of this Bible is not common.
That's right.
It's far from common. It's far-fetched. It's damn near considered impossible
That's
to do what the hell we do.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And with that, I'm gonna clip the class and pass it off to Officer.
I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commandant General Yohana. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the word. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find us in Numbers 18 and 21 and Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. It means 10th in Hebrew, and it's pronounced by I.S.U.P.K. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or a teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation. The upcoming Holy Convocation is going to be the Feast of Dedication. You know what I'm saying? The Hebrew, it's Hanukkah. I got the date right here. The date for that is going to be Salakia. It's going to be Friday, December 20th. Friday, December 20th. We have the Feast of Dedication, Hanukkah, more than likely again here in Durham. It will be held in the Durham School. You know what I'm saying? 2534 South Roxborough Street. But again, as more information on that comes out, we'll provide you with that. If you want to bring food or other materials, plates, forks, you know what I'm saying, pans, anything that can get used for the feast, more than likely, Officer Abraham will be heading that up. So just speak to one of the officers and we'll get in contact with him, give you his number and his contact information so you can let him know what kind of dish you would like to bring and things like that. Okay. Just want to remind Akim and Akwafin to check on social media such as I.S.U.P.K.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for I.S.U.P.K events and materials. And if a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, he has to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirts, pants, headband, or scarf. And with that, I mighty him. Wakman Ya'akwadum, which means turn the face to east. We're in with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakivka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, I.S.U.P.K, Ba'aratazah, Kawah, Hayah, Bashamayim, Return now. Lakam, Kab, Yawam, Wasalak now, Kawak now, Kasalak now, Kawak now, Wala'ah, Nabi Ayin now, Wadasai one, Abor, Haushai now, Mayan, Ra, Kayam, Lakam, Hamalaka, Waha'ala, Wakapara, Hawalamian, Haman.
In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
So I was returned. Sister Shah, be seated. Saw to the face of the teacher. Men of Israel, we give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Mount Shabbat, Amadi, Barak, Yahweh Shem Al-Shabbat,
Yahweh Shem Al-Shabbat.
Yahweh Matah, Saul, turn to face the sister, Amadi, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we give one curse salute to the sister. Men of Israel, Mount Shabbat, Amadi, Barak, Yahweh Shem Al-Shabbat. Yahweh Matah, class dismissed.